Hello everyone, this is Z66 or Zakai, your underpaid, undertrained, underinsured mechanic, and I hope you enjoy the upcoming video. And feel free to take a moment to look around the channel while you're here. I hope you enjoy my videos. I do a little bit of everything. Automotive repair, tools, which is, like my premature evaluation series, my full review series of ride the pony reviews, along with tool recovery, where I go to repair broken or damaged tools, anatomy of failure, what I discuss failures in a system and go over them, and of course, my new series of World of Finance, where I talk about, fun things like financing guns and general financial information. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe at the bottom. And remember, I can't pay for these Ray-Bans without your help. Goodbye. Hello everyone, it's C66, your underpaid, undertrained, underinsured mechanic. And today, we have the Jeep. And we are going to be putting step bars on it. And so, I got this for just Jeeps, and I'll put the link on there where I got these. But anyway, I put on step bars before, not factory ones before, so fancy. But I'm going to start, basically y'all going to watch me unbox this, then I'm going to go through the install procedure. Alright, y'all enjoy. Alright, so this step bar video has been a shit show because, well, the most god-awful instructions ever. And these are from Mopar, you might as well just throw the instructions away. And I'm about to demonstrate, like, I'm going to go under there and show you too, but I'm going to just make your life easier and show you what it needs to look like. So give me a second. Okay, so this is one of the mounting brackets. First thing first, this goes into the hole under the Jeep, and I'm going to split away in a second to show you there. And we are under the Jeep, and this is the plastic. They want you to remove in these, but you really don't have to. You just rock it in. That goes there. You got to pull this off, and then you just dig out the foam under here to mount it like you see over here. And that's the neighbor dachshunds barking. And you're going to have to dig this out, some of the foam, super fun to do. So it needs to go with the arrow pointing towards the Jeep. And if you're curious, this will feed into, well, obviously it's going to be up against the body, but it's going to feed into there. Now, the instructions wanted you to take the plastic molding off and replace it. I started to do that and I realized you could just put them, you didn't have to, you just could. You just rock this in and push up against the plastic some and it just goes right in. Now this bolt will go right here and you run it down and it's going to try to spin on you. I got some vice grips to kind of hold it till it got solid enough where it'll support itself. But let me talk about these bolts right here. Under the frame there are two holes, and just bleep 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 bleep. Now the easiest way to find where it needs to go is you'll find these holes, and that's where these will go. Now if you're doing the passenger side where there's that wiring harness, you turn them the other way. But two holes, two holes, two holes. And that's how you mount it in. You just gotta dig the crud out of there. But yeah, no, like, the instructions just god awful. Way easier to do. My way. Actually, you're gonna put these two bolts here, then run them snug. These are all 10s. That's like a 12 or 14, one of those. Maybe a 13, I forget. And you'll run it. Now, if you're on the passenger side where you've got to drop the Riley, so right here, this little piece of trim's got to come off, and there's bolts there, but it says there's 4, but yeah, those got to come off. So there's 4 bolts here, and by the way, this is the shroud for the wiring harness, so you know, be careful of that. Now the next part is this part. It's gonna come up, and you just pry those loose with like a screwdriver or something. Wiring harness, you need to do it opposite, and it's gonna be a little cattywampus. Now when you put these in, don't run one side all the way down. Just get one side kind of tight, then do the other side, then you can tighten it. Now you got these mounted in, and you've got this part here, this bolt here. You get this big old 10mm, and it, by the way, you need to keep this plastic on here. It goes under here and bolts into your step bars, and there's grooves. But yeah, the instructions are awful, and so, gee, it's just awful. But that's basically the much easier way. Like, I understand this came from the factory, but oh my God, they just hate their technicians. Alright, I'm gonna hippie hop under the Jeep for a second and show y'all some stuff. Hello everyone, Z66 here. I'm editing this video, and so I'm putting this in the next half of the video so you can understand what I'm doing. On this video where I'm doing the step bars, I have basically from my trunk view, I'm going over the steps, and I want you to understand this next part is an illustrated, not super in depth, but in depth enough to see where you need to be, like what I did with the back of the Jeep, where you can go and follow and see what I did to an extent. I'm sorry I didn't film like the whole thing, because I'm sorry, I'm just kind of one guy with a camera. Sometimes my fiance will be my camera girl or my cam girl, but that doesn't always happen. But the biggest thing is just getting those bolts lined up. But anyway, these next videos, these are basically the step-by-step of the instructions for any good on what you need to do. So I want you to understand this gap here. So not only am I explaining it like in the back of the Jeep, but I'm actually showing you on the install. And I didn't film putting the step bars, like attaching them, because I mean, they weren't super difficult. The biggest suggestion I would have on those is like when you go to install the 10mm on the back to mount them to the brackets, is don't run them down all the way, just kind of loosen it. I probably should have put a part of the video, but I honestly didn't think about it at the time. Thinking about it now, should have been something I should have done, but you know, hindsight's 20/20, and I don't have 20/20 vision. So anyway, I just want this little break to be in here to explain my thought process and explain what you're gonna see. I hope this helps. Stupid. Alright, so that is the spot and that this one needs, and we might get lucky and be able just to feed it in there. Yeah, they didn't do as much foam as I thought they were going to do. I'm still going to have to dig it out some, but picks are your friends. You got to dig some of that foam out. So this is facing towards the Jeep. Now that's that little bracket, and it just kind of folds in like that, and that's how it sits. And then we'll go set, and then you know, there's all the crud I had to scrape out, so I gotta go vacuum this up real quick. So that's how the bolts are bolted up. I don't have them tight, but what I do is I use a 1/4" electric ratchet and a big long it's all 10mm ratchet to hold it and just snug it down. And then I'll just hand tighten it the rest of the way. And then when it's tight, it sits up like this, and then you tighten this bolt down. And I'm just showing you real quick, this is how I'm running it down. Sometimes you'll need to flip it around, put the ratchet there, etc. but I'm doing this the laziest way possible. That's Big Mountain Ridge. It's super nice. So basically, this is what all it looks like when it's all put together. Minus, you know, this bolt right here that goes for the step bar. But yeah, it's god-awful instructions. Anyway, I hope this helps you. You have a good one. Bye-bye. Well, everyone, this is Z66, your undertrade, undershirt, and underpaid mechanic, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, comment below, because tell your mama, tell your grandmother, tell your doctor, because I can't do this alone, and I can't pay for these Ray-Bans without your help. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. You have a good day now. Goodbye.